Hello, 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 and welcome back to the show. The show being Final Fantasy III, Repixeled, Remastered Edition. I am in the cave of something. It's like a cave, and it's dark, so I would call it the Cave of Darkness, but I don't remember if that's correct. Anyway, it's the Cave of Green Multiplying Monsters. That's basically what it is, because in this cave, the only encounter is against a group of green multiplying monsters. So I have to use group attacks, very strong physical attacks, or use the Dark Knight's weapons in order to make sure they don't multiply. And that's your strategy so far. And it's a good strategy. It's been working. But it is getting a little bit monotonous here. And if you watched the last episode, you know that I am reaching the end of my rope. So I hope I get to the bottom of this dungeon soon, because it's been bigger than pretty much every other dungeon in the game so far. Cave of Shadows, that's it. Cave of Shadows. I was close. Cave of Darkness wasn't too far off. Cave of Darkness. Cave of Darkness. Something on your hand, and then there's something about being in darkness. Here we go, it's a lean green ninja team. On the scene's cool teens doing ninja things. So extreme at the sewer like laser beams. Get rocked with the shell shock pizza kings. Can't stop these radical dudes. The secret of the ooze made the chosen few emerge from the shadows to make their move. The good guys win and the bad guys lose. Shell breaker. To get you out of your shell. Alright. That's definitely gotta be with the chest. And I see a thing there. So I'm hoping and praying. And, oh, great. It's all the way over here. It was all the way at the beginning of the... Oh! Ooh! Ooh, Sonic! Ooh, Sonic! You know, I'm fine with games with big dungeons. But when they set the pace as being relatively fast, and then they give you a big dungeon, and the encounters are all this, over and over again, it's not a great design. I don't want to rag on this game, because I know it's essentially, like, a more than 30-year-old game. It's probably older than I am, without a single doubt, in terms of the actual game. The Remastered Edition is fairly newer, and I don't know what all big changes they made, and... They had a 3D remake on the DS that probably changed up some things. I should remember, I played it, but I don't. It's been way too long. I remember nothing. I remember the characters had actual names and plots and stuff, but that's it. I remember you didn't start with all the characters in the party. Yeah, so I'm not going to rag on this game too hard. It did set a lot of groundwork for what Final Fantasy would eventually become. And considering what an iconic franchise Final Fantasy is, I don't want to be too mean to it. But the things here could have been better handled. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to come right out and say it. I don't know if the rest of the dungeon will be as well, this dungeon's probably close to an end, but I don't know if the rest of the dungeons will become as long-winded, or if the dungeon that I'm preparing for by getting all these blades is going to be like this. But if it is, it's going to be agonizing. Alright, there we go. And then, I don't know, at some point, like halfway through the dungeon, I realized that... Yeah, of course. That's got to be that fang, right? At some point through the dungeon, I realized I didn't bring an otter shroom with me, and nobody has teleport to get me out of here fast. So that means I got to backtrack all the way out of this dungeon, and go through all this again, And that was my B. That was my fault. I did a bad. I did a dumb. I did a wrong. Yay, fun times at the Apollo. Heal! Heal! Dr. Quinn. Alright. Down, 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 down. Over, 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 over. Maybe I should have gone left. I could have just said left faster than over. Left, 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 left. Still sounds weird. Take out Haniel, which is a combination of Hank and Daniel. That's why it has two mouths, because it's actually two people. It's only got one eye, though, so I don't know how to explain that. The eye's not part of it. It's the mouths that you have to pay attention to. You're not even a real Deathclaw, okay? This isn't Fallout. Ugh. Pick it up! Fang of the Earth! Who was it that broke the seal and released me from my slumber? Something attacks the party. It's Hecatonchier! Hecatonchier? Is that French? No one fights like Hecatonchier. No one bites like Hecatonchier. In a something match, no one fights like Hecatonchier. He's especially good at expectorating. Boy, what a guy, that Hecatonchier. Oh my god. Oh, wait, we do have warp. We have warp. We only got 3 casts of it. But that's better than nothing, baby. It's better than nothing. So I'm sorry, but I'm not casting Firaga in this fight. Alright. Protect. Let's put it on our casters. I have a sneaking suspicion that they're going to need it. Woo! Quake. Uh-oh. What's this gonna do? Ow! Ow, wow, 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 ow! Ow, no! Better cure! Oh, you jerk. That was the only caster I hadn't put Protect on yet. The boss was easier than the entire freaking dungeon. I got through the boss in like, I don't even think that was 2 full minutes. It may not have been. Why was the boss that much easier than the dungeon? I don't know. I don't know. Ooh. Ooh, microphone. If you had a neck, I'd strangle you. Alright, well. I wonder if we have any ethers. Are ethers a thing in this game? 7, 8, 9 floors. There were 9 floors in this dungeon. And look, I'm not going to say that's a huge, huge dungeon. It's really not in the grand scheme of things. But when the average in this game has been 2 or 3, it's almost... It's 3 to 5 times the normal length. And that's not okay. Okay, I'm sorry, that's not okay. You want me to gradually increase in difficulty of dungeons? Then gradually increase it. Make me do a 2-floor dungeon, then a 4-floor dungeon, then 5, then 7, then you can do 9. Don't just start at 9. Don't give me 3s and then expect me to do a 9 without complaints. Excuse me, video game. Do you know who I am? I'm Maverick Hunter Grade AA, noted internet nobody. I just made myself sad. It's okay. We're just doing it because, you know, we gotta make the small talk, right? Make the smiggity small talk. Oh my god, I should never say that again either. Do 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 do. Actually, let's see if we have ethers. I don't think we do. HP and MP. I'm guessing ethers are going to be rare since we use spell slots instead of actual MP. I gotta say though, that one thing I do think I prefer is the use of spell slots instead of total MP. That's always made more sense to me. Granted, it's probably because of my background with Dungeons and Dragons. Oh my goodness, they're not green. I forgot they weren't green at the very beginning. I became so used to them being green so fast. Pretty sure the gap here, I fought a clone of it already in this same dungeon. Do 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 do. Just run! Faster than a speeding Visago! More powerful than the mighty Kronos! It is the one, the only river magic spell of Thundaga! Wow. That was a decent Blade Blitz, and it still didn't kill anything. Wait a Thundaga. B3. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. People gonna come here from everywhere, and I'm almost there. Dang it. We made the new divide. At least they're not hitting my mages for once. Thundera! Thundercats are go! Heyo! Okay. Blizzaga. Another Blizzaga. Knock him out. Knock him out. Beat him up. Knock him out. Beat him up. Break their necks. What I'm going to do, first thing when I get out of this place, is go buy some otter shrooms. For the love of God, buy otter shrooms. They're not that expensive. Certainly not compared to this. I mean, sure, it's getting my money up and getting me some job levels and getting experience points. But I do that plenty enough off screen. Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Rowan changed to being a Dark Knight in this dungeon, yes? Basically, this is when it started. So 12. I mean, they were a Dark Knight for a little while before, but this is really when they started coming into their own as a Dark Knight. Fun! That was super fun. I love getting ambushed. Because I am Bush. Ha ha ha. Funny joke. Ha. Healing. Ow! At least it's my person who can heal themselves with a single attack. Honestly, at this point, I think I'd rather people hit Avery than anyone else. Just because they're so good at getting the damage back. Oh my goodness! That took basically almost the entirety of the last episode and half of this episode. Ah! Ah! Otter shrooms. Here we are underwater, otter shrooms. Nope, not that way. I did it bad. That was a wrong. It was an incorrect. I know what time it is, watch. You don't gotta tell me. Artillery! There we go. Do. Nope. There we are. Thank you. Okay. It's kind of weird that the airship can't just fly over mountains. I mean, I'm clearly above these mountains. And if I can reach the mountains, why can't I just go over the mountains? Like, I can clearly rise over the mountains. I think they tried to explain it by saying that this red lines it, so it'd be dangerous to leave it like that for long, but honestly, just that just kind of feels like an excuse to not have it be able to go over mountains when every other Final Fantasy game has an airship that can go over mountains. So it seems like they needed a reason to not go over mountains more than to go over mountains. And I get that they probably wanted to lock off certain areas to prevent you from just sweeping into them as soon as you got an airship. But there are better ways to do that, right? Like, make a airship that can't land in a forest and then put the place you don't want them to go surrounded by a forest with no place to land. That's one way to do it. Make an airship that can go over mountains but needs to land in specific locations, and then put none of those locations in the place you want to keep them away from. That also works. Locking off mountain travel is just weird. It can't pass through this? What? It's the Invincible, not the gets pushed around by winds-able. Seriously? You cannot be for real. I think this thing needed a better name. Invincible does not suit it. Alright. There we go. Now, does this place sell otter shrooms? I certainly hope so. Wait, before I do that. Just take them out. Just use devastating attacks on everyone. Eruga! That was good. We'll rest at the little thing in here. That way we don't have to rest in there. We're gonna bear our rest at ease. That's why a bear can rest at ease with just the bear at rest at ease of life. Yeah, man. 'Cause just the bear at rest at ease of life. Rest at ease nuts! Whew, we made some money, though. We're almost back to what we had before we went on a spending spree in this place. Okay. There's an item ship on the ship, too. Item shop. Ship. Shop? Shop ship. Ship shop? Ship shape. The shop is ship shape. It's a ship shape shop. But look, otter shrooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Perfect. There. Now I don't have to worry about long dungeons ever again. Oh my goodness. It really seems like... Hold on. Pardon me, it's like 1 in the morning, so... It really seems like the aesthetic they're trying to give these guys, that Dark Knights were intended to be this game's version of Samurai. Could they not have just made them Samurai? They've got ninjas. They just said there was a ninja somewhere in one of these places. Teleport! There. For the love of all that is holy, there! What you doing, man? Alright. What is this place called? Falgabard Cave. Well, they got treasure. Alright, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna come back in. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, in case this ends up being a really long cave, I'm just gonna go past those mountains over there and see what happens. It has been a while since I've saved it. Wow. That is irresponsible. Good thing this autosaves, but if the old one didn't, I'd have been screwed. Especially during that fight with Odin. Alright. Let's see if I can take out these towers now. No? Seriously? I've got the things. I've got all the fangs. Do I have to do it on foot? Ha-ha! Foot it is. Taste my fangs! There. Now I gotta take the airship. Taking air, taking air. Minotaurs! Are they from Minos? Are they Tauruses from Minos? Actually, yeah, that's exactly where the name comes from. Taurus means bull. Minos is the guy who invented the labyrinth that the Minotaur was mythologically trapped in. Hence Minotaur. That's where the name comes from. Oh man, the party's so grown up. They're all in their 40s now. Hard to believe that they were just fresh baby-faced adventurers when this journey started, and now they're in their 40s? Hey! Don't stone! Don't be a stoner! Uh-oh. Well, Quinn still got experience, at least. I was gonna say, if Quinn didn't get experience, that would be bad, because Quinn was the one who was already behind. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. What the... Weird. Kind of freaked out there for a second. Did anyone else notice that? Or was that just me? Are these flying fish? It says frost fly, but these look more like fish. Ambushed again. Drat. Oh, crud. I didn't even notice River got turned into stone. At least now I know that being stone doesn't prevent you from getting experience. Alright, I don't know exactly what's waiting for me in here. I'm gonna save it. Ancient's Maze, huh? Is it the Earth Crystal? Is it really and truly the Earth Crystal? It's the Earth Crystal, but something attacks! You're surrounded! On Master Zan's orders, you will all be swallowed by darkness. You know what? You know what? Titan, you're just that same guy I fought. There's nothing Titanic about you. There's nothing Titanic about 2. Titanic 2, Electric Boogaloo. That was a movie, right? Firaga! Taste my fire! Okay. Okay, so you're a bit tougher than the last boss I fought. You're quite a bit tougher than the last boss I fought. But you're using the same strategy, which is why you will fail. Let's try Thundaga! Whew, baby. Do I have to fight 4 bosses? Because there are 4 shadows. You know what? If it ends with me finally getting the Earth Crystal, I think we can go long in this episode. Because if I have to fight 4 bosses to get it, I'll fight 4 bosses to get it. I don't care. How do you do less to my Black Mage than you did to my Dragoon? Alright, let's do Libra and see if we can't get a weakness. No weaknesses. Oh, of course. Because why would a mighty Titan have a weakness? It just makes sense if you think about it. I am Titan, I am strong. No one wants to sing along. Taste poison! Oh, that did a lot more! Seriously, how are you doing more to my heavily armored people than to my magic users? Is it because they were in the back row? Here's hoping I don't have to fight 4 bosses in a row, because this one's pretty tough. Taking out A lot of my early big weapons. My big weapons. How does it feel to be on the other end of the weapon stick? Did I say that right? I don't think I did, but whatever. Weapon. How does it feel to be on the other end of the weapon stick? Flare? You jerk. There you go. I'm kind of hoping that was one boss and not 4 bosses. Because it's going to be the difference between ending a little late or a lot late. Ha! Yes! We done it! We finally have the last crystal! It's the 4th and final crystal! The Earth Crystal! Warriors of Light. The mortal known as Zand is using my powers for the utmost evil. He plans to drown the world in darkness. You must use the power within me to cast away the cloud of darkness. Blink! Received a new title from the Earth Crystal. Magus, Devout, and Summoner jobs now available. So the most powerful magic casters, right? Seacrest Tower is a conductor for light. Zand plans to use it to amplify our powers and summon the cloud of darkness. Go now to Sir Q's tower and stop Zand, Warriors of Light. Hope of the Earth! Improved Black and White Mage! Oh, yeah! Oh! Oh, it feels so good! So very good. It's good. It's good. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Oh, it's good. Okay, well, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Maverick Hunter Grade AA. And as always, if you like my content, please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the video with your friends.